Hey, what's up guys? Rob from Movie Review Time, and I'm back with a brand new video. Since I've been on this Rocky craze, I thought I would show you guys my Rocky collection. My last video I did, Dan was kind enough to invite me into his Rocky room, which is awesome. It's like a huge museum. I mean, he is the ultimate Rocky fan. Even though I think we're both equal at being fans of the movies, because we can quote the movies and remember certain scenes, and we love them. So we're both big fans. So I have some stuff here that I would like to share with you guys. Anything and everything to do with Rocky, whether it's movies, memorabilia, posters, whatever. Some of the stuff Dan actually gave to me, which was really nice of him. And yeah, I just want to show you some of the stuff I have here. The first thing, of course, is the VHS box set that includes the original 5 movies. It's the 20th anniversary gift set. And I remember I found this at the Salvation Army, where, Rocky 3 is a little banged up on the top, but really, really good condition for what I paid for it. But yeah, really, really cool box set on VHS. Definitely looks cool displayed, that's for sure. So that's the first thing I got there, is the VHS box set. Then of course I have the heavyweight collection here on Blu-ray, which includes all 6 Rocky films, and it's the 40th anniversary edition. So it's pretty cool to have that on Blu-ray. Of course, I'll throw this in there. Creed. This is the steel book of it on Blu-ray. You got to excuse the way I sound. Getting like a lot of phlegm and stuff in my throat. The weather here just keeps changing. Here is a painting that was done by Bill Pruitt that Dan gave me. I did this in an update video a while back. Of course, it's from Rocky 4. When the gloves clash. Really, really awesome. Like I said, Dan gave this to me. He did. I think he has this one as well. I gotta get a frame for that, actually. Dan also gave me this. It's a what they call Pop Culture Masterworks. It's a pop-out poster, or like a 3D poster. It's basically the first Rocky movie poster. And as you can see, the images kind of pop out at you like it's 3D. It's basically like, they put a figure here and then the sign comes out and then there's a fixed image in the back. So it makes it look like it's popping out at you in 3D, kind of. You can see. Pretty awesome. He was nice enough to give me this. And of course it has the credits, the stuff on the bottom there, like the poster does. Yeah, it says McFarlane Toys on the side. So that's pretty awesome. Another thing that Dan gave me is a canvas here that he made. But what he wanted was a landscape portrait, not the actual like portrait. I don't know what you call it, like up and down. He wanted it like long ways, I guess. So he has the same one, except that his goes like landscaping style. So, but this is still awesome. From one of my favorite scenes. I believe this is Rocky 2, though, when he's doing this during the training montage. But it's still cool. So that's a canvas. I'll show this really quick. This is a blown up picture my wife took. At the time, she was my fiance. But this is when I visited Philly, and I'm standing at the top of the Rocky steps looking out, trying to pose like him. And it's funny, because on the top of the steps, they have Rocky footprints. They have the footprints up there. Supposedly that's where he stood. And, you know, the statue, you know, at some time they did have it at the top of the steps, even while they were filming and stuff. And then it was at the Spectrum, and now they moved it down at the garden area, which I believe it was down there when I visited. But you can see they're doing construction. If you look at that building right there, I don't know what that building's called, but they're doing like construction, or they're building onto it or something. But yeah, that was a really cool time. I definitely, you know, I visited a lot of the Rocky sites, like his old apartment. I went on Front Street. I believe it's called Front Street, where the gym is, but it's not actually a gym, Mighty Mix Gym. It's actually a dollar store. I believe it was some kind of store, because the innards were shot in, I believe, in L.A. But all the stuff, like the pet shop was there, even though I heard it was tore down now, which is a shame. I mean, it's a bad neighborhood where that is, but I got to look inside the pet shop before they tore it down. You know, it had the fish on the top, the little symbol there, so really something I'll never forget. This was on my bucket list, so I got to get a frame for that as well. Here we have something cool. This is Rocky the Ultimate Guide. I love ultimate guides, especially to like movies, because it's like a visual dictionary to the film, where it shows like the characters, there's the story, like the biographies of the characters, and just certain things. Like, I mean, this is really, really cool. You know, it talks about each of the characters. Gives a little bit of a background on them. There's Apollo. Talks about, you know, the fights and some of the quotes, and you know, his motivation to fight Rocky. Creed versus the Italian, or the Stallion Chicken. That's really, really cool stuff, man. Like, talks about the rematch. Ooh, look at this. Ivan Drago. Whoops. Ivan Drago. He returns in Creed 2. It's going to be crazy. The press conference. Man, there's just so many cool things in this book. I definitely recommend this. How much? I don't even remember how much this was. But, yeah, really, really awesome. It goes over, actually, I believe, all 6 movies. I think Rocky Balboa is in this. Oh, yeah, for sure. Rocky Balboa. Here's some behind the scenes of Rocky Balboa as well, like some pictures. But really, really cool, man. If you're a Rocky fan, I definitely recommend this. It's really cool to look at. I love when movies have the visual dictionaries. Just really, it's something cool to look at. Here we have something that I found at Goodwill, and I couldn't believe, you know, it's just sitting there. And, you know, I just started getting back into collecting vinyl records. This is the original motion picture score by Bill Conti, and it is Rocky, the official Rocky soundtrack on vinyl. I paid $1.99. As you can see, I still have the sticker on there. I got this at Goodwill. Really, really awesome. I just started getting back into vinyls. And there's the vinyl right there. But it's even got that smell, that old vinyl smell. Here's the insert. Here's some quotes by Stallone, some kind of thing he wrote there. But for the price, and it was just sitting there amongst the other vinyls that kind of sucked, I couldn't pass it up. I'm like, I gotta have this. This is going with my Rocky stuff. This is going in my movie room. something I just had to get. So that's pretty much it. The only thing I want to show you here is this collage. Now, I got this in Philadelphia while I was there. That picture I showed you where I was standing on top of the steps. It was like down the street. It was downtown. There was this, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's not a mall. It was like this place with some shops inside, but it was definitely not a mall. They had this Rocky store, okay? It was at the very end. I remember it was just a little store. They sold t-shirts. They had like the trunks. They had like some robes. They had pictures, like photographs, and like just all different kinds of shot glasses. I remember I got a few shot glasses, but this thing was behind the counter and it was hanging on the wall, and it had a price tag of $350. And it's signed by Stallone. I even got a certificate of authenticity. But right here, it's signed by him. And it's basically a collage of the movies. Even though Rocky 5 is missing, I don't know why. Everyone craps on Rocky 5. Even Stallone did. And I don't get it, you know. I like Rocky 5. I don't think it's a great movie, but I think it's good. I do like it. Least they could have done is added it. But up here you got Rocky and Apollo, and it says Rocky vs. Apollo Creed, Rocky 1 and 2. Here you got Rocky vs. Clubber Lang, Rocky 3. Rocky vs. Ivan Drago, Rocky 4. Rocky vs. Mason Dixon. And it says Rocky 6, but it's actually Rocky Balboa. And in the middle you got the Rocky Balboa poster. I thought maybe they should have put part 6 in the middle, or Rocky Balboa in the middle, and then had part 5 here, just to complete all the movies. But whatever. It's a pretty cool collage. I really liked it. It's got this really nice, expensive frame on it. But it's signed by Stallone. My dad, he helped me get it, because I didn't have that much money on me, and we actually split it. And he wanted me to have it, you know, because we were in Philadelphia. It was all about Rocky. It was a Rocky trip. I had to get something that means a lot to me, and something that I'll always have and remember, and you know, for my collection and stuff. So what better thing to have than this? And every time my dad sees this, when I have it hanging up somewhere, he's like, man, he's like, that was a great trip. You know, he always says that he remembers the time we got this, and it's also something I can share with my dad. You know, not many things I can share with my dad. You know, we have a lot of different interests, but this is something that we love together, and you can say it's a connection in that way. But it's awesome. It's Rocky. So this is probably my most prized possession here, is the Rocky collage. So really awesome. You'll be seeing it in probably a lot of my videos that I'm going to be doing, a lot of my newer videos, even though I'm also going to be uploading some of my older ones here and there. But you know, this is all about Rocky. Creed 2 comes out and on Thanksgiving, actually. And so, you know, I'm going to be doing all the Rocky films. Dan's going to be helping me and like review them. I'm going to be doing all that stuff, and then I'm going to go back to other reviews. I also have some horror stuff that I want to show you guys, like updates on my horror corner over there on the other side of the room. But that's coming up soon. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I don't have as much as Dan, but for what I have, I do appreciate it, and you know, half of this stuff is from him, so I do got to thank him. But anyway, guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comments what you think of some of this stuff. And are you a fan of Rocky? I would love to know in the comments. Hope you guys are looking forward to my Rocky reviews coming up, and hope you guys enjoyed the videos that I put out. And so stay tuned for more content. This is Rob signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Man, my throat. God, I just can't get rid of it.